Hey guys, if you like this content, I would greatly appreciate it if you guys like the video and subscribed to my channel. It helps make these videos worth it going forward. Hey guys, Altcoin Sherpa here with a crypto market review. Today I am going to be reviewing BTC, ETH, and LTC. As always, this is not financial advice. I'm not an expert. Do your own research. Today I'm just going to be reviewing Bitcoin and really the big three. We're seeing a lot of dumping today, so let's just get to it. As always, this is just TA as well. Bitcoin on the daily, this is the BTC USD chart. This is really still a bullish market structure in my opinion. I mean, you could maybe argue this is a lower high that was formed just now, but I mean, still don't think it's significant enough, and we're not really seeing a massive blow off top that is usually indicative of a total trend change. So in my opinion, we're still healthy. We're still in a bullish market structure. I mean, again, as you said, you could maybe argue this is like a lower high, but I'm still assuming that a higher low other than 51K is going to be formed. Wouldn't really expect 51K or 50K to be broken at this time. I mean, we still have several levels to go. I would be surprised if this level does get broken. If 51 to 50K gets broken, then I'm going to start being more concerned overall with this market structure. But for now, it still looks pretty bullish to me. I mean, these are still higher highs and higher lows across the board. As I said before, you might argue this is a lower high, which is valid so far. But I don't necessarily think this area is I don't think this is really done with its current price action. Like, you could clearly see with these previous highs that the short-term top was in. I'm not so certain with this price action now that that's the case. Like, it wouldn't surprise me to see this go even higher, and that's kind of what I'm expecting to for BTC USD. Let's look here on another BTC USD chart. I'll clean this up. If you look down on lower time frame charts, this area here, and it's best to think of it, in my opinion, it's best to think of these areas as SR levels. Like, you know, if you draw straight SR levels for horizontals, I mean, it doesn't necessarily mean that this exact level is going to be resistance or support. That's why order blocks really resonate well with some people. I mean, you can really just call maybe this area as an order block, and this quote-unquote area is just going to be resistance. You could see that price wicked up into here on March 18th, and once again on March 20th before diving down, and now it's reaching this area one more time. However, as I always say, the more times that price taps resistance, the more times or the weaker that level gets. And in this case, I still believe that that's the case for this $60,000 area, 59 to 60K area. I'm still thinking that if this really taps this area again, then I'm still bullish. I think this is going to break through soon. We are seeing some high sell volume overall. Like, the sell volume seems to have dominated the buy volume in general, but price hasn't really reflected these huge moves down, which in my opinion, you could argue that this is absorption, meaning that buyers are stepping in and taking in all these sell orders and getting ready to move price up. For me personally, I mean, as I said before, I'm still bullish on Bitcoin overall. I still believe that this is a bullish market structure on high time frame charts. We're seeing very choppy price action right now. So if you're trading on low time frame charts, I would maybe consider staying away for right now. Unless you're an expert, of course, in which case you probably shouldn't even be watching my videos. But, you know, it's still very choppy price action to me. I think that this looks still very choppy, but overall, I'm still expecting this 59 to 60K area to get broken. So as I said before, I am still bullish until this 50K region gets broken. It wouldn't surprise me at all to see a higher low formed around, I don't know, like maybe 55K as like a low point. It wouldn't surprise me to see something like this, like, and then something like this. I mean, realistically, I personally want to see Bitcoin do well because, generally speaking, ranging, grinding Bitcoin environment is good for altcoins, and I trade altcoins for the most part. So, as I said before, this environment would be bullish for me and it'd be very good for my trading, but you know, you have to take what the market gives you. So if this 50K level gets broken, I am going to be slightly more concerned for sure. But until that happens, I'm still bullish on Bitcoin. ETH/USD broke all-time high levels recently, and that's obviously quite nice. As I said before, I'm expecting more of this kind of price action where we're seeing kind of more trending versus this choppy price action that we saw in March. So what I'm kind of expecting from January to February is this like basically a trending price action. We are seeing a dip today, and this level currently is the first level up, in my opinion, kind of this like 2K psychological area. There is going to be more support at the mid 1800s, and that area certainly could be tapped as well. Anywhere from 1750 to like 1880 or so. This is kind of like a interesting support area, and this is an area that I wouldn't be surprised if this is tapped, and if it is, it's still a bullish market structure, in my opinion. Still higher highs, still higher lows. If it goes something like this, it wouldn't surprise me. And it could also respect this trend line as well. That's also certainly possible. So it could go lower to like the 1700. But again, kind of like Bitcoin, this 1540 area is like the low, in my opinion. So I wouldn't really want that level to get broken. But this is still a high time frame bullish market structure, in my opinion. So yeah, still bullish on ETH/USD. I expect this to actually outperform Bitcoin over the next few weeks. And nothing has really changed in my analysis with this dumping. I mean, this is, in my opinion, a good time to buy some stuff that you're interested in. Unfortunately, the coin that I have been interested in is Solana, but that one is actually moving pretty well given the market. So that one is unfortunately not dumping, which I want, but SXP is dumping, which is nice, and I got into that. So anyways, that's a little off topic. I'm still expecting ETH/USD to do pretty well. I mean, if you look still again on high time frame charts like the daily and even the weekly, this is still really bullish. You can't really call this bearish. Still a strong trend. I don't personally think that we've seen the blow off top yet. Again, similar to BTC. Like, if you're looking for a big blow off top, you're looking for like one big buy volume candle, kind of like how we saw back in 2017, and then volume to quickly just be non-existent. And on lower time frame charts, you can actually see, like back in 2017, you can see like high sell volume coming in at the top. And generally speaking, too, the big moves up are a lot faster than the moves down. The moves down are like slow and grinding and painful. Big moves up can be rocket ships, like how we saw with ETH. I mean, in my opinion, or like in my head, ETH is always going to be worth $300 because that's just what it's like always been in my head. But anyways, yeah, this is still bullish in my opinion. I don't think this is really going to be a trend change quite yet. But as I said before, if this 1500 level gets broken, I will be a little more concerned for sure. LTC/USD, this is going to have higher upside than either Bitcoin or Ethereum in the next coming weeks. I mean, ETH has gone 50% higher than its previous highs. Bitcoin has gone more than 2x from its previous highs, really 3x from 2017. This area, I mean, and LTC still has another 50% or something like that to go before it hits all-time high levels. So, or not 50%, 100%. I'm sorry. It was more like Yeah, yeah. So still really bullish overall on LTC. I think it has higher upside than Bitcoin in general. I don't know why I thought it was 50%. I think yesterday I was looking at a chart and it looked like 50%, but I'm totally off. Anyways, 70% from the last wick and like more like almost 90% from current price. So still plenty of upside for LTC USD. I think that having a bag of this is good and a higher upside than Bitcoin and Ethereum. So overall, the levels between 200 and 400, really, there's not much price history at all. I mean, if you look at volume profile, there's nothing. So expect price to kind of grind through a little bit, but I still feel that $400 is totally viable for LTC USD. Again, similar to some of the other coins that we saw, this area currently is resistance, and you can even call this swing high, and this area around 237. But this is still, you could argue it's also still just ranging right now with like kind of a double bottom and double top. But I still feel that this is going to just break this level, and once it does, it should do fine. Still bullish on LTC though. I mean, the EMAs still look pretty healthy. I think still look pretty healthy on like the 4 hour, which is really good. You see them all consolidating, and after it's basically consolidated for this month-long duration from February to the end of March and now early April, this overall consolidation has allowed price to reset a little bit from its big run from $50 all the way down to 250, and now I think price is ready to move. So again, maybe not so much in like the immediate short term, like the next day, but I still feel confident that this is a good area to buy around here, and I still feel confident that this will have really good upside in the coming weeks. So definitely consider buying LTC if you're looking for a major. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Good luck, guys.